Is it Dr. Baumia who is a problem, NAPO who is a problem, or the NPP that's a problem?
People of Ghana voted, and the results of the election is not reflective of the votes of President Mahama. Because with that same vote, John Mahama lost in 2016. That same vote. In fact, in real numbers, even he decreased his number.
Yasa cham de mbagu ni Steve GH so atiefo ne ahwefo ensem de brebe na ekoso media so yeto aba wie akire nyoye an egusu ekoso gidigidi na po atobom eye Baumia vice president NPP na nka on eye vice president ayede ne be presidential seat na po atobom bom be no ato enem eye channel 1 TVGH grantee interview bi omu invite na po na omuni na podi nkomo brebe sebisa no questions kwan mo fa so a die ne ba ya eye NPP fo entimi enya seat na ametina so as a presidential seat no omanya antena so na eno na po eto bom ewo channel 1 TV so wato bom brebe wo city through Asantes region eye maamofo ade a eye nana adodan kwa afofo ado eye ma Asantes region nyina a youth no entimi anto aba paade omanya de omagu anim ase papa omagu Asanteman NPP nyina anim ase na onim se hypocrisy ewo Asanteman ha na nka oso omoto aba no ne kwan so na nka omutimi nya aba no na enyoma ekoso mputuo ni nyema ombuso ye no omotonko so anye eno na papa panyin no grantee interview no ema channel 1 TV san question say o hwe voter no hwe sabio esrem mantem abato no ko say wose wokura no sidom si tu aba no kura no na ni so echen Asantes region abato a omoto ye na youth na nto aba wa Asantes region ha no mnim say anya hwe Asantes region ade ombe busiti ni kura na di aba no ko ye na ano ade na pobom wo to ye no na ano ade ye pa yenko ne nkotie na po nsem na okafa abato a eto ya 2024 election NPP ntimi amfa ndi si be fire yenko tie nsem na pokan ni bi emra.
You have just suffered a defeat that has, I'm not sure, been suffered in recent time by any political party. Is it Dr. Baumia who is a problem, NAPO who is a problem, or the NPP that's a problem?
People of Ghana voted, and the results of the election is not reflective of the votes of President Mahama. Because with that same vote, John Mahama lost in 2016. That same vote. In fact, in real numbers, even he decreased his number because we have added nearly 700,000 people to the register of 2016 or more. So you have to analyze it differently. Nevertheless, NPP lost. They lost both parliamentary and presidential. I can tell you, Mario, that this loss has got nothing to do with economic mismanagement.
Who should we blame if we're looking for someone to blame?
I'm getting there. If you do the diagnosis, it's got every country in the world, when people have lost elections based on economic mismanagement, they go in droves to vote for the other party.
Or abstain?
No. I'll tell you the reason for abstinence. Everywhere citizens move in droves to support the opposition, number one reason is economic. In Ghana, I'll give you an example. In the US, Donald Trump lost election. Even when he won the first time, he lost the popular vote. He won the electoral college. This time round when he won hugely on the popular vote at the electoral college. And the number one reason, America will tell you, they saw grocery prices going through the roof.
Economy.
America, it was economy. In Ghana, people voted or did not vote, NPP people sat there with a loose term that people understand, voter apathy. Voter apathy affected both parties, but affected NPP even more. And voter apathy, when you analyze it, my party has sent the team around, has integrated the team. They'll come up with only one answer.
Which is?
Governance issues.
This current government?
Governance issues.
Explain that, please.
See, when people in your party are fed up with the way you are governing, they decide not to go to flock to the opposition, but they don't even want to turn up to vote. So if you've cared to listen, everywhere you go, sometimes in some places, people were even at the police station who were saying they're not going to vote. It has never happened in this country. MPs were begging people who they knew. They said, no, they're not going to vote. That is not about economic resilience. That's about a deep-seated problem the party hasn't addressed. And that is a
party or
government
government? So is it a party problem?
There's a party that begets the government. Or
yeah.
True or
false?
false?
But there's someone who runs it, correct? But
true or false?
Yes,
and when a party begets a government, right, the leadership of the party goes to the government.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And I'm telling you, it's a governance issue. If it's a governance issue, it means it's the government, right?
How come you didn't notice this? Or you noticed by you?
Who says NPP didn't notice it?
Why didn't you fix it before election?
Who says we could fix it? You see, you can't.
You're going for the iceberg. You couldn't steer yourself away.
No, you can't imagine yourself to be a master of everything at every time. There are certain events that you may not be able to do anything about it, and it will hit you all over the world. It is not MPP that has suffered a crash. Look, in 1992 we had zero representation in Parliament. The country and the parties learned, because in 1992 the presidential election and the parliamentary election were two different dates. So when one party lost, they wrote the stolen verdict, and they decided that they were going to boycott Parliament. It was a party decision, right? Yep. Subsequently, that same party met and said that we should never have boycotted. It was better for us to go with a few seats that we would have won than to boycott. So the party changed, the country changed, and decided to fix both elections one day so that the snowball effect doesn't happen. And the snowball effect happened again in 2004. So you don't want people to do things because of a snowball effect. You want people to do things analyzing the situation around. But I can tell you, I was the vice presidential running candidate for my party. My party lost the election. I've stood on the chamber of the floor and said, so we only can apologize to our supporters and Ghanaians and sit down, do our homework well, and come back. Because it will not be the first time the party has come back.
This is a verdict on Akufo-Addo. You agree that this election was not about you and Bawumia, but rather how Akufo-Addo has governed the party?
In 2008, when we lost, they said it was a verdict on Akufo.
Did you agree?
Whether I agreed or not, it's not what people say. It's the people's opinion.
Do you agree now?
I'm just telling you. You are trying to say it's the verdict of Akufo-Addo. Every time, you just, even in asking the question, you said when John Mahama lost in 2016, people said it was John Mahama's fault.
I didn't say that. I said the argument was about whether it was a joke. No, I said it was whether. No,
no difference.
No, I said it was whether the joke.
Na president somebody bi na yakwa kwoti aba no and some more kind e wo interview na say e fa Asantes de kwa mo fa so a na esesa mo to aba no ma NPP a mo anto aba no ama NPP no NAPO bomb ene ne sense mo kind bi ene yakwa akwoti aba no minim say NPP for because so ayom hihye yi na omaboabo mo say de be ya 4 years time no ombetimi abepre na ombetimi adi seat na ti so omo mistake no mo hihye na me kam say good news TV di so monko so subscribe to our channel na munyam comment section box ye ba anu ye reply be be so nya hwefo nyina yakra mu nyina.